7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Cause I'm a funk master fly, yeah, like no other guy. Said funk master fly, yeah, get funky. I'm a funk master fly, yeah, like no other guy. Funk master fly.
All right, man. How's it going, man? Broke Johnny is back on the scene here. It's been a few months, been out there playing, out there working, tearing it up and things like that. But I'm really excited today to not talk about UFOs, maybe later. But for right now, we want to speak with Carol Garcia. She just put out a new song called Fire Sparrow, and it's available on all formats out there. So let's go ahead and bring Carol into the conversation. Let's move to that segment. Hey, Carol, how you doing?
Hey, John, I'm doing fine. It's good to be here.
Oh, you look nice and cozy over there by the fireplace. A little warm for the fireplace, don't you think?
Definitely. It is so hot out today, but I'm indoors and I'm
Mhm.
staying cool and being cool.
Okay. All right. Well, right on. So tell me a little about this song Fire Sparrow. Like, when did you release the song?
So I just released it July 26, 2025,
Mm-hmm.
and started writing it July 26, 2023. So
Wow.
that's,
Couple
yeah,
years in the making, huh?
yeah, it was quite a journey. I'm so happy to have it complete, and I'm excited about it.
No, I totally get it. We've been working on what was it, In This World and then The Wind for, I don't know, a couple few years, but it'll eventually get together. So I'm at least happy that you got this song together. Did you work on it by yourself or was it collaboration?
Well, it was a collaboration. It first started, I found myself in the Mission District at the cultural center there, and I had walked in to be a part of a filming that was happening for some friends of mine. Angel Vasquez
Okay.
got me on board with this project, and I found myself in San Francisco. It was like where my family was from and everything, and it was very interesting because it was one full year since my brother had departed. And
Mm.
then I got my phone out to silence it, and up popped the news, and it said 22 minutes ago Sinead O'Connor had passed. So I
Oh,
just
wow.
I'm so much of a poet, and I just got my notebook out and started journaling notes, and
Mhm.
then I had this feeling about it, and then I just set it down. So
Mhm.
and came back to it. So
Okay. Well, right on. Well, okay. So who was did you produce it yourself or was it in a collaboration?
well, it's a collaboration. I brought it to my collaborator, producer, and friend Stefan Oberhoff, and he now is in outside of Nashville, Creation Station East, and we started developing it
Hmm.
uh, virtual. We'd have short meetings, and it sat for a while again because I wasn't quite feeling it yet about the music,
Hmm.
and so and as I've learned in my studying and writing, some of the greats have always said, "Let the song tell you," especially Quincy Jones, which
Hmm.
Quincy's been a part of the very fabric of all our music and our lives.
Hmm.
And I had, Stefan had worked directly with Quincy, which is pretty amazing. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to put it. And when I knew, I had that spark again, go, oh, wait a minute. And because I went physically flew to Nashville, and then I went into the studio with Stefan. That's in Fairview, Tennessee,
Hmm.
which is, about not quite an hour away from Nashville airport. And he said, so what do you want to work on now? And I
Hmm.
said, Fire Sparrow. And then we started discussing it. And I said,
Hmm.
hey, I'm feeling like it should be more of an earthy, ethereal kind of vibe.
Hmm.
And it was just magical and in the writing process. And
Okay, so you collaborated with Stefan. That's cool. And it's an ethereal song. I heard a small clip. It did feel like that to me. I didn't hear the whole thing. Tell me a little bit more about, it was your brother, you said, your brother and Sinead O'Connor. What was the coincidence there again? I didn't kind of catch that.
Yeah, quite a backstory to that, which when I was there in San Francisco and it dawned on me that I was back in, my own old stomping grounds where my brother used to be as well. And then I looked and I was like, wait a minute, Sinead O'Connor passed. It was 1 year. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm on the set because they were doing filming, and I started thinking, and I got my journal out and I started, like I said, just writing what came out of my heart. And then I was quiet and then I was like, wait a minute, I need to look up Sinead O'Connor. And I was just, my whole body just lit up. I got like chills because her birthday happened to be the same as my brother.
Wow.
And 3 years apart, which I just started to really listen, and it was resonating with me that, wow, that it was amazing. So again, I just
so you're saying they passed away, they were born on the same day and they also passed away on the same day.
right,
Oh,
right.
okay.
But they had a few years apart, like in age, 3 years apart, which was quite interesting because Sinead was 56 and my brother was 59, and I was born in 69, so I was all 56 and 59, and I'm like, whoa, okay, so I'm, this is how
Yeah.
this is my process of writing. I've always been poetically, in that way, and I just, okay, and you can't rush a good thing, and again, in my studies and my life of being a songwriter and a performer, I listened to a lot of that, and I'm very, very patient person, so it was worth the wait.
Mm-hmm. Well, I could either play the MP, the whole song or part of it, but we also participated in a spreading of ashes and things like that for your brother, William Forrester, a little while ago. I mean, you want to share that video? Is that okay? Or you want to share just the music?
Whatever you'd like. I mean, we could do, portions of things and we could discuss it if you like as we go.
Okay, hold on. How about this? Okay, so this, I have to unmute your mic, but hold on a second. Okay, so here's the cover art, correct?
Yes.
And this was in Tennessee, right? Wasn't this picture in Tennessee?
Right. Yes, that's in Leapers Fort, and
Uh-huh.
that isn't far from Fairview, Tennessee, where Creation Station East is. And that picture was taken by Stefan and my friend Kelly Williams. She was there.
Okay.
And they took the picture, and I just came across it last month because I was developing the cover art, and I was like, wait a minute, that's it. It just looked so fitting, like
Uh-huh.
the way I was standing. Like, why did I do that? I had no idea until I knew, and that's that whole process. When the song tells you, you have to get out of the way. You say yes to all of this.
Yeah.
And I have this vessel I'm in, and I've always asked for signs and messages, and then that I was like, that's the picture. I sent it to Kelly, and she's like, yeah, that's the picture. And I go, okay.
Man, I want to play the William one. I mean, it's a little bit of a tearjerker. I mean, I guess if you knew William, but chances are you don't. So let me make it spark that thing up right here. Let's check it out.
Just 22 minutes ago, she took her final bow. 7 volumes of a wounded heart, pierced by spoken arrows. 56, nothing undone, but with his earthly struggle. held in my memory forever. Fly like the fire sparrow. Sing on, sweet Irish one. I feel your melodies are like a bird song. Wings, cliffs, and sons and daughters. Amazing how her body hugs the waters. Sing on, sing on. Breathing underwater. Looking over the bay with all the cables swaying. Mark me safe from the feeling of love. You'll never see me praying. Sing on, sweet broken one. I feel your presence in the night's vibration. Wings, cliffs, and sunken fathers. I feel you longing for someone stronger. Play on, play on. Breathing
It was a great song, man. A lot pretty moving there. Who was in the video? I mean, I saw Broke Johnny there. You know, Broke's there, but like other people in there?
So on the journey from Sacramento to Pacifica was my beloved best friend and adopted mother, Bernice Presley.
Mhm.
And I met her in Pacifica, as a matter of fact.
Mhm.
And she's been in my life for a long time. And my another dear friend, Kim, and we've been friends for many years. And we also have deaf culture and sign language in our life. And there, you did see me signing in the video, and I was just conveying that it was 3 years ago that my brother had passed. So that's what I was signing in ASL.
Okay.
And then my niece, Ashley, she lives in Pacifica. And so that was her father, William, my brother. And then there was a picture of my dear friend, Dennis Willis of Soundwaves TV, that I met him when we were just kids in Pacifica.
Oh,
And
this guy here trying to make out with you right here, man. Wait, no, that's me.
no, we're
This guy. Man.
we've
There
known
we
each other
go.
for a
Oh,
long
he's the
time.
Soundwaves guy, right? Okay, right on.
Yeah, and his dad had owned a video store there in Pacifica, and we were just talking when we were all together, because after we did the ashes, which there was a remainder of my mother's ashes as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
that house you see, that's where I grew up, and with my brother William lived there, and my mother, and so that was pretty very full circle for me. And again, talking about Dennis Willis, we were talking that evening at Nick's restaurant, and he said, that the address was 444
Oh,
at the video store, and I didn't know that. And we had already written the line in there, unplanned, startled, awake, the clock said 444.
oh,
So I
interesting.
just whoa, like that. This song just told us everything. We were willing to listen and follow it, and I'm just so honored that I was able to have that come to life, and
Yeah,
very
yeah.
meaningful, especially, for my brother and for Sinead O'Connor. And a lot of people in the world have suffered with a lot of mental health issues and addiction. And I'm just so again honored to be able to have this come to life. So
Yep.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
I appreciate all that. I was just looking at the pasta dish here. Like, I don't that was at Nick's restaurant. I mean, That waiter was kind of talky, man, but whatever. The food was really good, huh? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we had a good time there.
There's okay. There's Kimmy and Ashley, right? Your niece.
Yes, my niece, yeah. And behind you, that picture, John, that's the house I grew up in.
Oh, okay. There's Broke.
Yeah.
There's Carol with Sinead. This is this multiple pictures of the thing. I like this one where you're walking away here, and then it zooms in a little bit more. It's kind of cool. Where's the other part? The sign language part. Okay, right here. Okay, right. You interpret this. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Sure. Today makes 3 years since my brother passed away.
Right on. Okay, there's your niece right there, Ashley, right?
Ashley, yes.
And there's Kim and Bernice, Miss UFO Bernice. I should show her video. Okay, all right. Hey, thanks for sharing about your new song. It's available on obviously all the streaming platforms, and then you could also pay for it actually on iTunes or Amazon, things like that, or Google Play if you want to keep it instead of just randomly streaming things. All right. So, any last comments on your song there, Carol?
I just want to say thank you to everyone for your support, and I'm going to continue on my musical journey. And thank you to John for your support, and to my friends, and always Lou Graham Foundation. They're still in my life.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going back to Tennessee again in the fall, in September, to continue recording. So
yeah, well, I want the other song. This song was a surprise, Carol. It's really good. I really liked it. And the other one I thought I liked even more. So I can't wait for the other song to come out too. So we're waiting on that.
Which one are you talking about?
The blue one. The blue song. It's top secret, man. Don't give it up. I guess there's already a book. There's already a movie called The Color Blue, huh? Whatever.
Yeah, that's a whole other journey. A lot of stuff.
It's a re-release. It's a re-release of The Color Blue. Is that what it is?
No, I haven't. No, not quite.
All right. Where's my outro? Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Carol. We'll hit you back soon, and I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Yeah, like no other guy. Said funk master fly, yeah, get funky. I'm a funk master fly.